Well, hello. I've tried to attempt to do this about 10 times. So I just decided to go into the weirdest part of my house that looks like I live in a casino. I don't, by the way. And I wanted to talk to women over 50. This is a good time to talk about why do you think that we're not where we want to be? So, why is it that you're not where you want to be? I guess this is for any age, but I think of it as over 50 because I think as we get older, we tend to tell ourselves a lot of lies. So I'm going to go over some of the three lies that we tell ourselves. And the first lie is, oh, I'm too old to do that. I don't know how many times I have had that come out of my mouth. And I'm sure it's because I think I'm supposed to say that. Like, when I'm perfectly healthy, I'm perfectly fine to do stuff. Even if I'm not, I know I can work towards something, right? But I end up going, "Oh yeah, I'm too old for that." Like I'm 56. Like, "Oh, I just wanted to let you know that." Like, I don't think anybody really needs to know that. Also, I don't think that's a prerequisite to not do shit. So, that's the first thing is your language and what not to say. I'm too old to blankety blank blank. The second one is obviously a language as well, is I can't. But even more so than I can't is I know. And I know that sounds weird, but like if you're telling your friend, like, hey, you drink too much, or hey, you've said about 20 times that you wanted to change your job, and your friend's like, yeah, I know, I know. That's just saying that they agree with what you say and they're resigned to that. That's not great because I think when you say, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I know, I totally know," that doesn't say you know that your situation is bad. That's saying you know your situation's bad and you still continue to do it. Why? Why? So, and then the third one is, of course, I can't. I'm too old. I've got other things going on in my life, like so busy, busy. Are you really that busy? No, you're not. You're just not. Um, and I think the way that what you need to do about it, what we all need to do about it, it doesn't matter what age you are. The first thing you need to do, the number one thing you need to do, know what you want. Know what you want because I think so many of us don't know what we want. I remember asking a friend, like she was complaining about her life, she was complaining about her frustrations with her marriage and everything else, and I said, well, what do you want?" And this complete look of fear came over her face, and she's like, I don't even know. So get straight with that. What do you want in your life? Do you want a different job? Maybe you're over 50 and you're like, oh, I know. I can't go to another job. It's not true. What do you want and how do you want to get there? And I think just knowing also what you want and then writing down what ways can you get there. Big, big thing. I think number two is going to be cut the fat, not your physical fat. I'm talking cut the fat, get rid of it, which means all the extra minutia bullshit that you do throughout the day. Do you really need to do that? Like, you know, when I'm working, I work from home and, I could be busy all day answering emails and calling people up and doing all these things, right? Um, but if I grouped my time, I would have more time to do all the things that I want to do, which is secondary, which is maybe start a Shopify store, maybe start a YouTube. I don't know. The third thing would be I have to have my notes here. Uh, when you decide that you want to do these things and you know what you want, and you know the ways to get there, now you get to be obsessive about it. So you want to be so obsessive about your new goal that it's going to consume your life. It's going to consume your life. You're going to be talking about it to friends. You're going to be talking about it to loved ones. They're going to say, shut up. But that's okay because you want to make sure that you are completely obsessed with how you want to get there. Uh, I tend to do big, weird goals. And so that's why I started this channel. I'm not dead yet. So, um, my goal is to do Mount Kilimanjaro. So I had to look at the steps that I wanted to do and how I wanted to get there. And then I had to pay for it. And then it became real. So doing something in that way, uh, being super obsessive is going to help you down the road to get to your goal, to know everything about your goal, to finish your goal, and to create new goals. The third is to fall in love with failure. Nobody likes that, right? It's like it feels yucky. It feels really yucky. But failure is how you learn. Failure is going to be it is instrumental and it has been instrumental, I'm sure, in your life. So remember that failure is an option and failure is not bad. Failure is learning. You either fail or you don't learn, you don't grow, and that's what failure is all about. And then the fifth is become aware of when you self sabotage. I know when I create a goal and then I'm scared of the goal, I'll find busy activities to do so that I don't have to like look at my goal or be obsessive about my goal or, do all the things that I need to get to my goal. I just kind of, you know, procrastinate. So you don't want to self sabotage. Procrastination is a form of self sabotage. You don't want to do that. So I think the best way to deal with that, because once you have a big goal and you get a little scared of it, you may self sabotage. That's okay. But be aware of it. And when you're aware of it, stop what you're doing and go back to being obsessive. Go back to, okay, what is the goal that I needed again? And then let's see, the sixth. The sixth actually works well with this self sabotage busyness. Busyness does not equal efficiency. Uh, Busyness does not equal getting everything done. You can, gosh, go to the store and pick up a prescription, and it could take all day. And you could also run your own company and have 200 employees and be able to get out on time. So, busyness does not equal efficiency. Um, so, think about that. As you grow and as you decide what you want, I think that's the most exciting part in the beginning. It is kind of a slog to move forward and to do the things that you want to do for your goal. But in order to get there, you have to do some hard stuff. So, in closing, I would love to know what you find to be your best antidote for why aren't you getting where you need to go? What is your best antidote to that? I would love to hear down in the comments. I can't wait to talk to you.